My rep read my novel. She didn't care for it. She seemed to understand it, she could summarize the plot and talk about the characters, and she seemed enthusiastic about it while she was reading it. But when she finished, she said, "I didn't love it the way I wanted to." She said it felt disjointed and she wished it had been a cleaner read. She listed 3 characters who she said, quote, came from out of nowhere and seemed unconnected with the story. She said that it was important that she be honest with me, and the fact that my book, quote, didn't resonate with her should not affect our friendship. I said that maybe if she read the whole trilogy, she would like it better. She seemed disappointed to hear that there were sequels. It is extremely sad that there are people out there who are using an AI girlfriend tool who also crushes their dreams and aspirations. 3-person poly relationship made up of 2 people who are already dating, trying to coax someone with horrific self-worth issues into a loving relationship, stray cat style. They're all laying together in bed and the couple are both thinking to themselves like, good, he stayed the night to cuddle and talk when we offered. He should know that we genuinely care for him and want this to be more than a handful of one-night stands. And the stray cat guy is like, wow, this sure is nice. I think I'm falling in love with them. It's really too bad that they don't actually give a fuck and hate me and probably want to kill me with hammers for no reason. Hey, OP, this post got me in a poly relationship, just so you know. It has been like 2 days. I didn't go into this as much in my last post because it's tangential to the point I was making, but it really is funny to me how fandom people are so much more insane with their horniness than everyone else. Like, before I got into fandom shit, I thought I was a very horny person. One day I gave one of my friends who reads a lot of male, but is attracted to women, access to my NSFW Twitter, and she said she had to unfollow because it was boring. What do you mean boring? How are fat titties and asses boring? Would you get bored of watching the sunset? Bored of the Mona Lisa? Bored of Beethoven's Fifth? What level of gooning are you people on? I can't even do a hear me out with you people because I throw out what, for me, is my most outrageous pick. And the consensus would be that she's too conventionally attractive to count as a hear me out. My brother in Christ, she has a boomerang designed by H.R. Giger instead of a face. Please listen to yourself. Good morning. This is the best fic comment I have ever received. This has very little to do with the actual fic, but your descriptions of trying to follow a sat-nav in downtown in the winter were so accurate that I was absolutely shocked to learn that it was written from research and not from living here. I have lived in the city for 23 fucking years, and I did the try to do a U-turn downtown and shit, now I'm on the wrong side of 9th Avenue, take the underpass and shit, why am I on the southbound McLeod? I just wanted to not be on a one-way street going in the wrong direction. I don't want to go to Chinook thing last month. That bit of McLeod Trail where that usually happens has stoplights instead of on-ramps because it is a horrible disaster of urban road design that doesn't properly act like a highway until you're deep into the south part of the city. But there's one random fucking on-ramp-ish thing just south of 17th Avenue that I have gotten stuck on by accident in a snowstorm in September. So not only can I navigate to exactly where that scene is set from Calgary, driving trauma memory, but I know exactly what part of downtown Chucky's fictional apartment is in. And it's about 5 blocks from the Safeway where I almost got stabbed waiting for my bus home from work. Question mark, question mark, question mark. What fic is written in Calgary of all places? You can put it anywhere and it's Calgary. Hold up, OP, why are you writing fic set in Calgary? Writing a fic set in Calgary? Hello? Who is setting their fic in Calgary, Alberta? Wait, who on earth is writing fic set in Calgary? Especially if they don't even live there. I mean, I guess OP. Fascinating, OP. Actually, the biggest thing that bugs me is what on earth is taking place in Calgary. They don't know about hockey, RPF. You silly heroes are being very unfriendly and rude by pointing out the atrocities I've committed, readily admit to, and take no remorse in. You should be ashamed of yourselves. It's almost as if you don't want me here. So yes, he has a 6-year-long total nervous breakdown over a divorce, which does seem kind of unwarranted on the surface. But the thing is that his breakdown wasn't just because of his fiancée leaving him. It's because he's lived for 4 decades in this absolutely untenable state of being on the coattails of the revolution. The fact that Dora even has the choice to back up and fly away and leave behind the poverty and disability and addiction and misery, and as he imagines her saying, leave him alone in hell forever, while he has no hope of ever leaving Revachol or becoming anything more than what he is what causes the breakdown, just as much as her making that choice. So that's why he sees her as Dolores Day, right? Like, yes, it's because he deifies her, but it's not just that, because Dolores Day isn't just some ambiguous religious figure. She's specifically the innocence of moralism and the welfare state and intersolary travel. It's not that Dora failed Harry, it's the world that failed Harry. And because Dora was able to escape, and moralism and the welfare state and intersolary travel were able to save her in a way that they never saved him, he projects all the ways the world has failed him onto her. Like, Harry has this breakdown because the woman he loved rightfully left him, yes, but also Harry has this breakdown because he was born into poverty in a military hospital, and he got polio as a child and never quite got better, and all his childhood friends are dead of car accidents and drug overdoses, and he's lived his entire life under a form of capitalism that allows for no self-determination, no political representation, no upward mobility. So when she leaves him, it's not just a broken heart that does him in, it's the culmination of a lifetime of misery that he falsely blames her for because she was able to escape. You feel me? And that's why his breakdown is so insane and massive and disproportionate, and that's why he sees her as a god. You feel me? Like, love did him in, but capitalism killed him, right? Okay, so I'm a security guard, right? And part of why I like my job is because I'm pretty good at de-escalating conflicts without violence and police involvement. And that might be because my primary coping mechanism for stress is humor. And if the guy in the uniform isn't stressed out, usually nobody else is either. But anyhow, today I witnessed a crime, which 911 had already been called for. And I'm telling the guy, you know, as he's running away, that nobody's gonna touch him. We don't do that here. I don't have any weapons, and he could totally walk on out if he wants to. And he gives me this, go fuck yourself type answer, right? As you do. And I fucking start dancing? I don't know why. Like, I was just like, I guess I'll go fuck myself, that's cheerio. And started fucking dancing. Like, my brain was like, cool, not being attacked, gotta keep the witness calm, gotta stay chill and breezy. And the physical response for that was to start doing this sassy fucking jig. I didn't even realize that I was doing it until someone pointed it out earlier. And it all ended fine, and the dude was in custody, and I get a call from my boss like, yeah, we're gonna need to send footage to the police. And fucking, this is gonna be shown in court somewhere. I'm doing a stupid little dance on camera as this guy loses his mind, and it's gonna be on court somewhere. This is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever done. I hate myself. She asked me if I believe in God, and I told her that when I was 4, I almost drowned in a public pool, and in my panic mistook a stranger for my father. I clawed my way up his leg. 4 years later, he'd send my parents a picture of the scars alongside a tin of cookies. He said, I hope she's still okay. I carry her with me. It isn't every day you save a life. It isn't every day you feel like you were here for a reason. When it does happen, you have to cherish that memory. For once I had a purpose. Just being there was enough. She tore me open, but she taught me a lot about love.